What has your experience been like so far this week?
It's been great being here. Like everybody here has been really good and learning a lot, so it's been a good experience.
What's an example of something that you've learned, picked up so far?
One clip that sticks out was Shane Doan was doing video in the locker room, and he said some stuff that I think would help my game a lot, so that was pretty good.
Like what?
Just being a complete player on the ice, doing all the little things right, up and down 200 feet on the whole sheet.
When the message comes from a guy like Shane Doan, can you describe how it resonates?
Yeah, obviously he had a great career, and he's telling stories about how he started off, and he kind of got a late start, but he found a way for 21 years, so it's pretty cool to get a message like that from him.
And what's the focus for you? What do you see as the next step for you?
Just keep getting stronger, faster, and get ready to make the step to the next level.
How much does the sibling rivalry fuel you?
A lot. We battle all summer. When we're not here, we're back home, and it's just us three out there, and I got another little brother, and we all go battle all day long.
Who's got bragging rights right now?
Lane's at the highest level right now, so he's got the high bragging rights, but I think Cole not too far behind, and hopefully me too soon.
You know him pretty well. What makes Lane special?
He's one of the shiftiest players like anybody's ever seen, so he's quick, he plays well to his size, and he does everything out there very well.
Talking to Cole before the draft, he said that him and Lane were kind of teammates when you guys were growing up. I guess you and Lars maybe were teammates. What was it like?
Yeah, the oldest and the youngest went together, and the middle two went together. So I was a little older, so it made it a little more even. I was stronger, and now it's a little less even now, but we figure out a way to make it even sometimes.
For you, what was it like playing with Celebrini last year?
He's unbelievable. He's obviously the best player I've ever played with, but he's going to have a great NHL career, and we'll see if he comes back or not. I think it'd be pretty cool to play with him again, but he's going to do great wherever he goes.
Are you in his ear at all? Are you giving him space as he makes this decision?
No, we have all been giving him space, but he's got no pressure. He's got all the plays in the world right now, so he can do whatever he wants to.
What's the best part of his game?
He's a complete player. He plays on both sides of the puck really well. He makes plays, scores goals, plays physical, and he competes as hard as anybody I know.
What was the experience like at the draft?
It was super cool. We were actually on the third row back there, so right behind Macklin. It's cool seeing him get drafted. Our head coach Jay Pandolfo was right there, and just obviously the Sphere is one of a kind, so it was pretty cool going there. And then hearing Cole's name get drafted the second day, it was even cooler. Just like getting out of there and having him happy about where he went.
How much does a chip on the shoulder thing fuel kind of the Hutson boys?
I'd say a lot. It's been hard. Growing up, it's never been super easy. As a way to put it, but it's definitely helped us be better players our whole lives. So it's just good fuel.
How did you end up a forward?
I like scoring goals. So they scored. We all played D. I started at D, and then I just ended up moving when I was younger because scoring goals is a lot more fun than playing defense. So that's why I switched.
If you're coming down on Lane, do you have a sense of what you would do?
Oh yeah, both ways. If he's coming down on me or I'm coming down on him, I think we know each other's game pretty well.
How are Lane and Cole different?
I think Cole is more of a shooter. He not to knock on Lane, but he plays a little bit heavier than Lane, and Lane's a lot faster and quicker and more shifty. So they both have great games, but they're a little bit different.
Who do you play like?
I think I'm similar to Cole. Yeah, he shoots the puck a lot, plays hard. He's not afraid of anything. So, yeah. Yep.
I would imagine that there was a handful of teams interested in bringing you into camp as a free agent. What drew you to come to Maple Leafs camp?
I just felt like they wanted me the most. So you don't want to go somewhere where you're not wanted. So coming here and just felt like the right spot to be.
And after the last couple seasons that you've had, how do you take that next couple steps at going back to BU?
Yeah, go back there and just have a great season. A ton of guys have done it, so I just got to be the next one to go out there and have a great season and then move on to the next step.
Obviously a bit early with a couple years of eligibility left, but are you looking to maybe play out that full collegiate eligibility, or are you looking to maybe get to the pro ranks maybe a bit sooner?
Yeah, I'm working on graduating early, so we'll see what happens. If I can graduate at the end of my junior year here, we'll see what the play is.
How do the Leafs show that they want you? Here, is it just they keep calling, or how do they show that?
The agent, everybody talks, so our coaches let me know, and everybody. They just do a great job of letting the players know, advisors let us know who wants us where. So they do a good job of putting the word out.
So Matt, what was that moment like when you got drafted by the Maple Leafs?
Yeah, I was just with my family at home in Victoria. Pretty special moment and one of the best moments of my life for sure.
What was the reaction? Can you take us inside?
Yeah, I kind of blacked out a little bit. I couldn't really believe it at first, but it kind of set in as I came to Toronto here, and it's an unbelievable feeling.
What did your parents say or react? How did they react?
Obviously, lots of emotion. They've done so much for me, made so many sacrifices, so I can't thank them enough.
Did you have a sense Toronto was interested?
Yeah, obviously, you talked to them throughout the season, my coaches back in Nanaimo as well. So, I thought they were one of the teams that was more interested in me. So, I wasn't surprised, but you never really know until it actually happens.
What was it like as the draft progressed? Like, were you staying upbeat? Like, what was the process like as the hours went by?
I was pretty even keel throughout the whole draft. But, I knew it was not the end of the world if I didn't get drafted. But thankfully, Toronto picked me, and I, couldn't be more happier.
What's it like getting a call from Trey Living?
Unbelievable. I mean, can't really remember it too much. Just so many words and thoughts went through my mind. So it was an unbelievable feeling.
How well do you know Nathan Mays and kind of a similar story?
Yeah, we're both BC born kids. I've seen him around the rink a bunch, but haven't really talked to him too much besides here. So it's awesome meeting him and great to be here with him.
It's been a while since a Clippers gone in the draft directly from the Clippers. Like, what sort of pride do you have in that?
I mean, it's awesome. It's awesome for the organization there, and I think the BCHL is going in that direction for sure.
What's the next step for you in your development?
I'm actually headed to the Fargo Force in the USHL next year.
How do you think that will help you?
I think it'll be great. They're an unbelievable organization. I think I got a good opportunity there.
Where do you feel like your game grew the most this last season?
I think my game grew the most last summer, actually. Putting work in every day. And, as soon as I got to camp last season, I kind of realized I, was used to speed and, could keep up with the older guys.
What have you learned at this camp so far?
So much. Too much to even say. There's an unbelievable staff here. There's so many coaches who are so knowledgeable. And, I'm just trying to soak in as much information I can and, bring it into my season.
For a player like you, is like learning to grow into your body. You're a big kid, obviously, but you obviously need some, muscular nutrition, all that kind of thing.
Yeah, for sure. That stuff's super important. I've been lucky enough to kind of always be tall. I haven't really had too much of a growth spurt, so I think I've grown in my body quite nicely.
What's been the coolest moment so far? Quinn Hutson was just talking about getting tips from Shane Doan. We got Jake Muzzin out there. What's been the coolest moment?
Oh my gosh, there's so many cool people who are running seminars, talking to us, and even the guys here. There's so many talented guys, and I'm just trying to soak in, ask questions, and get a really good experience here.
Has there been a pinch me moment, or like, I can't believe I'm talking to this guy or hearing this?
I was golfing with John Tavares on the first day here, so that was a really cool moment, and kind of welcome to the NHL kind of thing.
Yeah, so, how did you golf?
All right. I mean, obviously pretty nervous, but I tried to, kind of soak in the experience and do my best over there.
What was your reaction when you found out you'd be golfing with him?
Crazy. I mean, he didn't really seem real to me. You see him on TV and everything, but actually meeting him in person was pretty cool.
Did he say anything? Any advice? Like, what was the conversation like?
Yeah, honestly, he was just asking me about my season, being a really good guy, and, that was an awesome experience for sure.
Who's your favorite team growing up?
Actually Canucks, because I'm BC born, but obviously Toronto's my favorite team now for sure.
Who's your NHL role model? Who's the player you look up to?
When I was younger, it was Daniel Chara a lot because he's bigger, and I was also bigger. I think what he does outside of the game now is really, really special to me. He went to university after he was done playing, got a good degree there, and he's always learning and trying to become a better person.
How did Tavares go?
I don't want to say anything bad. He's a good golfer.
Well played. Veteran.
How will the season at Fargo help you prepare for that jump to the NCAA?
Yeah, I think it's a bit bigger step from the BCHL and, closer to the NCAA and that sort of speed.
And kind of going back a couple years now, but why did you feel that the NCAA route was the route for you rather than going the major junior route?
Yeah, I think the NCAA route lets me to, develop more as a person, player, and, grow into my body a little bit more because I have that extra few years. Except like major junior, you only play until you're 20.
What's this off season been like for you? Unsigned, undrafted. Like, how have you processed everything?
I just kind of took it as a positive thing. Obviously, it was the business side of things didn't work out with the entry level, but I'm happy that they wanted me back here for development camp, and I was just trying to train as hard as I can. My goal is to move on to pro next year, hopefully with the Toronto system here, and just gonna try and have fun here at development camp, learn as much as I can, and take it towards pro hockey next year.
What's been the message from these guys? Because obviously there's still a lot of appreciation for your game, even though you go unsigned.
Yeah, I think just the little things right. I think a lot of players can get high points scored in junior, but I think the little thing, especially Shane Doan talks about that. I really like him as a person and watch him growing up as a player. And he did all the little things right. He didn't cut corners. I think someone like that is a good person to listen to, and just little things. Getting pucks back, winning your battles, getting pucks in. Those are cliches, but those are big little things that make a difference in pro hockey.
Use it as a motivator. Like when you find that out, are you just kind of like, all right, I'm just going to keep proving people wrong?
Yeah. I always try to prove people wrong. That's kind of what you do as an undersized guy. A lot of people peg you as an undersized guy or whatever, but I don't take that personal. I take it as the kind of fuel to keep getting better and show people that you can do it at any size.
Did it surprise you at all how it played out? Or did you think that was a possibility, or what was that like? The going unsigned line.
Yeah.
Did you sense it was trending that way, or did it catch you off guard, I guess?
I mean, they had a lot of, guys that were free agents or whatever. They had a lot of things, new GM and stuff. But, yeah, I didn't really take it too much as a personal thing. I thought it's a business side. It's a business now. It's not, like junior anymore. It's a pro level. So I didn't take it, personal. Obviously, I wanted it. But I'm happy that they wanted me back, and I love being here.
What are some of the things you're looking to improve into your game from a personal standpoint?
Yeah, a lot of skating. I think skating is a good, getting bumped off pucks as a smaller guy against bigger defenders, stronger guys, and then just the defensive side of things. I think just shot blocking, getting the right positions to get pucks out, and obviously working your strengths, offensive ability and shooting. Different ways to get pucks on net and score goals.
Why was it important for you to come back to Maple Leafs camp as a free agent invite rather than maybe try the water somewhere else?
I just love being here. I love the development. This is the best, development I've had. Coming back in the summer last year, training here was an unbelievable spot. There's so many great people to learn from here. I just love being here. I love the staff. I love the players they drafted, bring in. So I just wanted to stay here and try things out again here.
And is turning pro a possibility for you? I know you have that extra year of eligibility left with Saskatoon. Is that something that you're leaning towards, or is it kind of up in the air for you?
Yeah, I'm obviously trying to earn an AHL contract. That's kind of my goal. If it doesn't work out, then obviously have that 20-year-old year, overage year back in Saskatoon. But yeah, I'm looking towards to go pro next year.
What's been your favorite moment this week so far? You mentioned all the staff here and everything. They got a lot going on.
I think just the night, listening to just people talk. We had Shanahan on. We had Shane Doan, Andrew Poff, Patrick O'Sullivan, the skills coach. Just hearing guys' different stories and different ways. Everyone's path is different, and going to the AHL. So I think just listening to people's different paths and journeys is an awesome thing to hear. But I take that. Those are big takeaways for me.
What stood out about Minton's season?
Awesome. He was. I think just playing a few games in NHL and then go to World Juniors, his game just rose, especially in playoffs. I thought he was the best player in the Western League in playoffs. So I thought he's got obviously a great shot of playing for the Maple Leafs next year. He's an awesome player, and I love playing with him. So yeah.
Where did you see him improve? How did he, from the start of the season to the end, in your eyes, get better?
He's always been a 200-foot guy, but I think just his willingness as a centerman, just drive plays. He drives the play. Obviously, he's a winger playing with him. He's such a guy that, just creates space for his teammates, makes his teammates better, I think. And obviously, his leadership he made a huge impact on the Blades this year as a leader. And obviously, he took assistant captain right as soon as he got there. So that's how big a leader he is.
Why is he a good leader? Because he always tends to wear a letter. Like Canada, he's getting the C right away. What makes him a good leader?
I think he just cares about the team. He loves helping his teammates. He loves being a good teammate. He just loves, listening to the coach, doing everything right, I think. And I think people just really follow in his footsteps. And, yeah, just does everything right in a good way. And I think that's what leaders should do.
You guys had a lot of offensive talent, obviously, on that Blaze team. Sidorov, yourself, Wong. What did that 200-foot mentality bring to your team in Minton when you guys acquired him to kind of take that team to the next level?
Yeah, obviously adding a guy that had pro experience, NHL games, captain of the World Juniors, it was something that, our GM really wanted, and he brought the team to the next step and the next level. I think bringing him in, and like Suzulev too, bringing him in, the guys that have NHL signed draft picks. So those are big things, and just unfortunate that the Game 7 didn't go our way. But it was a fun year. It was fun playing with that team. Saskatoon hasn't had a team like that in a long, long time. So I think the fans enjoyed it, and we enjoyed it ourselves too.
You mentioned that crazy series to finish, and obviously the Game 7 didn't go your way, but What can you take away from that experience of going back and forth with an awesome team like that, overtimes, that whole experience?
Yeah, it was one of the things people said it might have been the best Western League series of all time. So, yeah, it was a lot of, at least the travel was close, but, Moose Jaw's got, unbelievable talent. They got skill there. It was just two teams that were just battling out, two great teams, and obviously we have a big rink, so fans came out to play. I'll never forget that year for sure.
What's the experience been like so far this week for you?
It's been a lot of fun, meeting new people, learning lots. So, just having fun out there and doing my thing.
What has been your favorite moment so far?
I think just meeting new people and working with the coaches. They have a lot of details, and just learning lots and applying it to my game, and like I said, just having fun.
So you talking to Curtis McElhinney there. What do you pick up from a guy like that?
Yeah, a guy like that has so much knowledge and wisdom. I could talk to him all day and ask him questions, but he's a great human being, so it's nice to be around.
What hot stove kind of speech has stood out to you so far?
Yeah, all of them. All of them have so much knowledge. The guys who have been there and done it and won Stanley Cups and played in the NHL, so it's pretty cool to be part of.
What was the draft experience like? Does that fire you up?
Yeah, it does. It does, yeah. But I'm just happy to be here. I love the Toronto Maple Leafs. It's my favorite team growing up, so just lucky to be here.
Why were they your favorite team?
My dad's from Ontario, and I don't know. I just always love the blue and white.
Whereabouts in Ontario?
I couldn't even tell you. I couldn't even tell you. No, yeah, he's. We've never really been to Ontario to see his family, but I know he's from somewhere in this area. So.
Have you been to Toronto before this?
I haven't. I haven't. No, first time.
Have you had a chance to kind of look around?
A little bit. Yeah, a little bit just around the hotel and in the city. It's a big city, so it's lots of things to do.
Is that fandom what helped you come here as a free agent invite?
Sorry?
Is that fandom that you had one of the reasons why you decided to come here as a free agent invite?
Not really. I just like talking to Curtis and talking to the people in the organization. They just seemed like really good people, and it seemed like they had a lot of wisdom, and I could learn lots from them. So,
what's it been like for you to talk to the Russian goalies?
Yeah,
something different for you, I guess.
No, it's cool.
Yeah.
All the goalies are different, right? Yeah. Different styles, different people. So, it's fun to joke around with them and have a good time.
Heard they're funny guys, eh?
Oh, they sure
with
are.
their kind of broken English and all that.
Yeah, they're funny guys.
Who was your favorite player growing up?
I had a lot. My favorite guy would have been James Reimer. He was the Leafs for a while. So, and he's from the area where I'm from, back home in Manitoba. So, yeah.
Have you ever met him?
I have.
Wow.
Yeah, last summer I spent the summer training with him, so it's cool to meet him.
What do you pick up being around James? Maybe the nicest guy ever.
Oh, I think that's exactly it.
Yeah.
I think extremely professional human being, but he's always joking around and laughing, right? He's always having a good time and loving what he does. So, great human being for sure.
Did he tell you anything about being a Leaf?
A little bit. I asked him questions and what have you, right? It's cool to pick his brain.
And Mays did get drafted, but he was right on the edge there. What's it like going through this camp with him?
Oh, it's unbelievable. I love to have a teammate here, that I'm already brothers with, and meet other guys too and become brothers with them. So it's pretty cool.
How would you describe your style?
I would say, I'm a guy that loves the game. I love being out on the ice, competitive goalie. I want to stop every puck and I want to win every game. I'm just going to be me out there and be athletic and play my game and have fun doing it.
What other goalies did you like growing up? That you
funny.
Modeled yourself after?
Yeah, a lot of guys. I love Quickie growing up. I love watching Tuukka Rask, Price. I think main guys, Quickie for sure. He's one of my favorite guys growing up.
Was that just because he was going through that Stanley Cup winning time there, or was there something mechanically or something?
I think I just love his style. He's a little bit different than everybody, and when I watch him, he's always has an edge. You know what I mean? He's always in control, even if he's on his back, still able to find an edge and get in position. So it's pretty cool to watch.
So, what was the moment like when you found out you were drafted?
Yeah, it was awesome. Watching on the TV at home. Just watching. I was a little behind on the TV, so I got the call a little early, and when I got the call, I knew it was it, and it was an honor, and family's really excited.
Who called you?
The GM.
Brad,
yeah.
Yeah. So when you look down at your phone, like, take us through that moment.
I just saw the name and the number, and it was just from there. It was just smiles all day.
Were you thinking the Leafs were interested?
Yeah, I knew a couple teams were interested, and going in the third round, or the seventh round, sorry, Xing the teams off, knowing who called me and stuff, and came to the Leafs, and there it was.
Was it nerve-wracking in the seventh round as it got into those last picks?
Oh yeah, for sure. It was heart was pounding. After an alright season, I was a little nervous there.
What was more stressful, being traded this season or the experience on draft day?
I think the draft day was more stressful there. Yeah.
What was the reaction of your parents and family?
Yeah, they were happy for me. A couple hugs, and it was nice to see them.
There's a lot of Leafs have come from that Sudbury area. Joe Bowen's from there too. Do you know the history up there and all that?
A couple guys I know, like Tyler Bertuzzi. He was here last year, and saw him working and stuff. So it was nice to see.
What have you picked up from him?
I kind of like his game. I kind of try to play with him. He's fast and gets on the forecheck and hits guys. Has a good stick, so I like that play style.
Is there anyone else you kind of see as an NHL role model right now, or is he kind of the guy?
Mason Marchment's another one on Dallas. Try to model a game after him too. Bottom six guy, but just on the forecheck and finishing all the checks and going to the net and potting goals from there.
You went from 1 assist in your OHL rookie season to 20-plus goals. What kind of clicked for you this past season?
Just playing more and just having more confidence this year. Confidence is big, and just not letting the puck bubble off your stick, or just going down the ice nervous and stuff like that, and playing with better players. So I think confidence is a big one heading into last year.
And what was your experience like being traded this season and kind of getting that experience early on in your career?
Yeah, it was a little weird, and I got the call to come down the rink and got traded. At least I was with another teammate, Connor Smith, so that was good to go with him to another team, but have someone there. But yeah, it was all right. I liked it.
And how did you see your game kind of change once you got to Owensound and kind of got that new experience?
Yeah, I had a different role. Just again, bottom six guy, and limited ice time than Peterborough, but still played good there and put up some points and stuff. So it was good for me.
How do you get confidence?
It's a tough question, but just playing more and playing with top guys and just touching the puck, and I think that's how I got my confidence up this year.
What has this week been like so far for you?
It's been outstanding. Just learning from guys like Cowan and Mitten, and just watching them out here and how they do it, and just picking up skills from them. And coaches out here too are awesome. Ask a lot of questions. So it's good.
Cowan, the MVP, got a season in the O. Like, what stood out about what he did?
Just his play style. He's a really skilled player, and I love watching him play. He played with my brother in London this year, so got to watch him more in the playoffs, and he's a great player.
What's your brother say?
He got his own thing in Columbus, but he gave me a nice call and congratulated me and happy for me.
You mentioned Max. How big of an impact has he had on your career?
Huge. Yeah, he was in the league before me, so I came in, got some tips from him for my rookie year. He didn't play much in London. I didn't play much in Peterborough, so he kind of told me to help hold in there, and it comes, your time comes.
Yeah, you mentioned him kind of grinding it out. He was drafted when unsigned and then ended up getting an NHL deal this year as well. Is that kind of something that kind of gives you that valuable experience to riff right off your brother right there, having that experience right now?
Yeah, I was lucky to get drafted, but being a seventh rounder, nothing to lose and everything to prove, right? So got everything to prove here.
What hot stove speech kind of has stood out the most to you so far? I know you guys are hearing from some big names.
Yeah, I like to hear from Shane Doan. He had a great story, and he was a hard player to play against and stuff like that. So it's nice to hear from him.
Yeah, what I guess stood out from his story?
Just the way he played. His story from 0 points, 4 goals, 3 goals, years, and he just picked it up from there and started playing well.